Why is inner stability so important when we are facing the unknown? And how can it really help us during this time?
Yeah, yes, the inner stability is basically something where when we're able to feel like we're okay, or that we trust ourselves, that gives a sense of confidence, not that's arrogant, but a sense of confidence that's a felt sense. It's not just thinking about it, because again, there's a book that's out there called Feel the Fear and Do It Anyway, right? And it means that, yes, it's okay that fear is here and I can still do this. So it doesn't go into black and white. So having inner stability is, for me, a reminder that all of these emotions can be here, all of this unknown can be here, and I can choose how I'm going to show up. I can choose how I'm going to respond. And that in itself, when we have choice, it gives us our own sense of power, because a lot of people are feeling very powerless right now.
Right.
And again, this is something where we have to pay attention to, where are we directing our sense of power, or where do we believe we're getting our power from? And it's not from outside of us.
Right.
It doesn't come from outside of us. It comes from inside. That's sort of why it's very important to develop this sense of internal stability, so that we can actually, operate in the world and step into the unknown without losing our sense of power.
For me, I think of everything you said, the really profound word that stuck out to me was the choice, right?
Yeah.
Like, we do have a choice, even when things are so uncertain, around us. So
Yes.
that's quite powerful, I think.
Yes. And the other thing that you had mentioned around adaptation, and what's happening too, is a lot of people are forgetting that we are born to be resilient. We absolutely have an innate awareness, as we know in naturopathy, that this awareness we share with all beings on the planet, whatever winged ones, the trees, the plants, the creepy crawlers, whatever you want to call them.
Right.
And we forget that we have this ability. The problem is we've been so cut off from our physicality in terms of our physical felt sense that we're too much in a thinking mind. And that creates a lot of fear and a lot of, propagation around catastrophizing or futurizing, instead of letting us be in the present. Brain is known to habituate. That's what we do. We physiologically start to habituate.
Right.
And when there's change or disruption, it's like suddenly it's something we're not familiar with, and it's new and it's different and it's unknown. But the regularity of having, the same routine, there is benefit to that. However, what also happens is, in terms of more of a conscious awareness level, in terms of whether you want to call it spirituality or vitality that is within us, we become very dull, and we are not awake to ourselves or what really matters in the world, like our sense of connection with people, our connection with the environment, and even the relationship that we have with ourselves, including our relationship to spirituality, which is really around, again, the idea of consciousness. Because the other thing is, what's hitting people, I think, is this sense of vulnerability around mortality, because this is something we very often in this culture, or at least I would generalize in terms of the Western world, that we don't seem to have a relationship with our mortality. So all of these layers are hitting us. And you're right, it's like all of a sudden, wow, we have to be present with so much. So it is overwhelming. But the thing that I want to stress is, everyone has the ability to work with what's going on inside. Everyone has this. And it really is a matter of choice, which allows awareness to deepen.